and then it's suddenly just there. And if I don't, yeah, anyway, if I don't have the time right, then it starts talking over us.
I did two.
Okay.
Two
Uh,
okays.
yeah. Welcome
Mhm.
to Humanity Unboxed, the real humanity.
The real.
Apparently, there's now another Humanity Unboxed out there, but we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
don't
it's
know the AI who it is, right?
yeah. Someone sent me something the other day because yeah, AI, it's another story. Our theme is trust, actually.
It is trust. Okay.
Yes, alchemy of trust is this season. So it's
Hmm.
all about trusting ourselves, really, is where it starts.
Yeah.
And in this world that we live in, I don't, if I could almost not trust that you are you. You could be AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Um,
Especially with the background. With the background. All made up.
yeah,
Attention,
apparently
attention.
if
Yeah.
you put three fingers in front of your face, that's a way that you can see that the person is not an
Okay.
AI.
Let's see.
So
Let's see if I
there
bring
we are.
with my dyslexia. If I bring like this. Okay, three fingers.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a background. So
Well,
yes, trust in this crazy world. I don't trust anything that I thought, well,
nothing.
haven't for a long time, but yeah.
I go by when it resonates with my awareness. So I don't go. So even an AI could say something wise, by putting two things in the two bits together,
Yeah.
one and two, and they fit and they resonate.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I believe everything he says or she says or whatever it says that the
Yeah.
AI.
But
And
AI or whatever, the algorithms or whatever word you want
yeah.
to give it, is always going to give you half of what you believe so that
Hmm.
you can hold on to it at least halfway. And that's
Yeah.
what gets you into it, right? So then you
Hmm.
listen more, and then I can build any story I want. Um, yeah, in these times.
You make me
Because,
very aware about something because basically that most people, like I said, I do that, but I think most people do it. They resonate with the part, only they don't see the neurodiverse big
yeah,
picture. So
yeah,
they say, okay, that car is red. They look at the car is red, and all of a
yeah,
sudden say, now this is the best car because it's red and I like red.
yeah,
And then it has windshield wipers. Wow, that's what I need because in Seattle it rains a lot. In
yeah,
England it rains a lot.
and,
So
yeah,
and that makes those couple of tidbits the whole truth. But it always can put. You can still have a horrible car. You can still have a car that doesn't fit you, doesn't react to your being and everything.
mm,
So people take, and it needs to be enough that they can take it everything for real. But I don't take anything for real from anybody. From anybody. I
yeah,
am always aware with you. I'm
yeah,
all, even and I say, God, you and I are like this. And
mm,
I would even if I say, women are really stupid. What you're gonna say? Yes, Michael, women are stupid. You first of all, women are human. You would say,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and there's stupid and smart women.
yeah,
But I wouldn't say something when I say this you and when you have a certain awareness, you constant like a self-awareness,
mm,
you gotta say where the connection point of the puzzle.
yeah,
Oh, I can take this. I read this book.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
permission slips, like you say.
yeah,
I'm gonna, I'm awesome with rune. I'm awesome with tarot cards,
yeah,
but I don't like whatever a
yeah,
magic wand or something. I
yeah,
don't like that. Doesn't help me. I don't believe in it. It is
yeah,
not. So I constantly see the frequency or resonate with this, and rarely do I see, the whole. The
yeah,
most I come with understanding my essence and your puzzle piece is because of you and I, because we have 80, no conflict, nothing. And
yeah.
and that's why I can say, but even with you, I wouldn't, or you wouldn't with me. I don't want you to just
But there
blindly
would be no
believe.
point, there would be no
Yeah.
point in us having a dialogue if if we were always agreeing. I had a lovely
Yeah,
call with Yoko on a dialogue call the other day, and you know, eventually we got to a point where we agreed about everything we were talking about, and then we were saying, but this isn't where we want to be. You know, we don't want to disagree with each other, but we want to
yeah,
find those places where we don't agree so that I can learn to trust
hmm,
you in
yeah,
that space where we don't agree, because
yeah.
that's the only place where we can trust each other. The world's been
Wow, that's
built
good. Yeah, very good, very good. Very,
has really
as I
been
resonates
built
very.
on us agreeing, and
Yeah,
the strength or the power of these outside, I don't know what to call them, the them or the they or the whatever, the
the system
system,
relevant.
that's it.
Yeah,
Um,
outdated
the
systems
power
because
they get
yeah, yeah,
is from creating an idea that we disagree about more things than we do, because we don't disagree about as many things as
yeah,
we are
yeah.
told to, whether we're Islam or Hindu or Christian or Jewish
It's all
or
the same.
whatever.
It's all
We're
the
still
same.
human, and we
Yeah,
still want to inhabit a safe com whatever that word is, tribe of people
yeah.
who can be made out of many different people. It should be made out of many different people, because otherwise we just this homogeneous kind of, what's the point of the experience? This
I'll say,
experience is
yeah,
for us to experience it.
exactly. And I question always nature. I said, if there would be no reason in being everybody unique as a 101, right? I
Yeah.
always say that. Why would they make us? You answer me that question first, and then we say blindly trust the systems.
Mm.
No. And the stuff is also what I saw is when they, let's say, are wiser or more aware than you and I, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say they have access to that wisdom.
Mm.
That wisdom is distorted because they deem what I was always told, there's knowledge you should know. Bullshit. Never. There's no knowledge I shouldn't know. You know, no knowledge.
That you
That
shouldn't know.
yeah, they shouldn't know. No,
Okay.
no. If no, that you make a thing that all humans should know what we know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like the chemtrails, the
Yeah.
magnetic stuff, and all that stuff that they I think, but then they use it to manipulate us. So they're not letting us live. So how can you believe that that Michelle and Michael shouldn't know that? And but now I'm using my wisdom that I got from whatever,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
space alien or whatever,
Yeah.
to not tell him and manipulate him, therefore, so I feel safe. That
Yeah.
is a fear-based bullshit. So never saying a human, a secret you can
There's
say
certain things you shouldn't know. This is like typical control. This
is
is
told to the, you
It
should know
starts in
that.
the family, yes, because you know the parents should have all the carry all the knowledge and all the
Yeah,
stress and all the stuff, and the children should just live in this bubble. But
yeah,
yet we all in the same space, aren't we?
yeah.
We share this experience
Exactly,
um
exactly.
in a
And if I'm
society
not
as
supposed
well.
to know it, if I'm not supposed to, like I told her the story with Ecatole, I bought a
Yeah,
12 year the book.
yeah,
I threw it away. I couldn't get it.
yeah,
So I wasn't aware enough to get it. And then I bought it again and read it through 30 times, right? To really get it. So that's why awareness is so beautiful,
it
because
is. Yeah,
if you cannot be aware. I can say, you know what? I talked to this bug today, and you could never say, there's no reason to bug today. And all of a sudden, you start in 10 years talking to bugs again,
yeah,
like you talk to animals,
yeah, yeah.
right? It's just, you're not ready anyway. What you're not supposed to have, you're not supposed to have. But to say
Yes, I
physically,
agree. Mm.
I have the magic wand and I'm not going to let you know about it. No, no,
But but Michael, I mean, this is the narrative, right, that we live in, right?
yeah,
So
yes,
the magic wand at some point it's like sourdough. I thought,
yeah,
you know, what would people this is so complicated. And
yeah,
I am obsessed at the moment.
exactly.
The bake
I saw
sourdough,
it. I saw
right?
it.
So the same with the magic wand. At some point, maybe the magic wand becomes you're like, oh my word, I
Yeah.
never knew this thing. Or what's this dowsing?
That's discovery. That's
Or
the
it's
curiosity.
discovery.
That's being human. That's a part of being human, to expand in Fibonacci, in natural ways. So
Yes.
I'm not ready for Ecatole yet, but
Yeah.
then I'm ready for it, and then I'm really ready for it. And from him, I go to others and others. But I'm
Yeah.
not saying Ecatole is God. I'm not saying Bashar is God. I'm saying you take what you need
You
to be.
resonate. Yeah.
You resonate what you need
Mm.
to get clearer. Because when I talk to you or read that book
Yeah.
or anything, then I get clearer on my perception of what is to exist in life here.
Yeah.
We forgot everything. We forget. What we forget is that we came here and forgot everything, because when you experience that as a child, and also no child can remember before 3, till now, or
Yeah.
perhaps later, but till now they can't remember that. So you forget everything. You come here, and I think that's the neutrality. You come as a being here, and then learn the wrong things, the right things, the whatever is for you, the right things, and then you either distort it the rest of your life, and die miserable, or you learn something,
Yeah.
or you learn and grow. That's why I say, whatever I thought, since like I'm 20, I thought, what do I really want to do? Growing. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm not growing and sell it to you,
Mm.
not have another person grow. I enjoy when other person grow around me, but I don't, I'm not insistent that anybody
Well,
grows up.
but that's also something that developed in you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
it develops through awareness as to um, being in touch with your own resonance.
Mm-hmm.
Can quickly, or now that I'm experienced it, or my experiences have taught
Yeah.
me so far
Mm-hmm.
that certain things are not meant for me anymore. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I know that it's not you or your fault or this space or that thing.
Any.
Me, and
Yeah.
my soul needs to experience more of
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think in society, in general, your favorite term,
Yeah.
um, it's so blatant these days where the trust, like the chemtrails, you brought that up
Yeah.
earlier. I was having this conversation with Joshua the other day, showing him an aeroplane and the difference between a chemtrail and a contrail. Um, and and I mean, this was just crazy talk. What
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago? I mean, conspiracy theorists, you all crazy. They'd never do something like this, and then they publish it. The
Yeah.
government publishes the fact that they are spraying particles
Yeah.
in the air
Yeah.
to block the sun,
Aluminum
and
mostly.
then
Yeah.
everybody goes, "Oh wow, how can they ever do that?" But
But they
we've known
stopped. They
this.
stopped. Yeah,
We've
and we
known
know
this.
that. Yeah, but that it always was the possibility that was a conspiracy. That's the systemic
Yeah.
putting down and generalizing,
But
saying,
now you
"Hey,
can't trust yourself anymore because you've been called a
yeah,
conspiracy
yes, you
theorist.
exactly. So good,
Yeah.
Michelle. That's exactly what it is. And the stuff is, you and I grew up, and we didn't see chemtrails. Did you see chemtrails? I cannot imagine. I saw here and then a
But the
thin
sun
thing
also
that
shone. There
no.
was sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and then there was perhaps a fighter plane or something that flew over, but the disappeared right away. So they
Yeah.
had a trail, but and when it's long, it was perhaps it seems like 2/3 or 3/3 of the plane,
Yeah.
or longer, but it
Yeah.
was not a thing. I mean, the stuff is to say that's conditioning. Hey, you didn't see the right thing because the
Yeah.
right thing is chemtrails. That is the right thing.
Yeah.
The system
But
says
it is also living in a world of possibilities,
exactly.
knowing that there are possibilities that those conspiracy theorists might not just be making this shit up.
There's
This
something that's what they
there's
found out after
something
COVID.
there. Like
They found
if
that
we learn to
after
trust
COVID.
each other's instincts, yeah. And listen to each other instead of going, oh, okay, this is science. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
point of science is to prove things wrong, isn't it? And
Yeah,
therefore,
today, but actually science is a great thing to figure out nature and then actually dance with nature. So when the nature takes oxygen from this, makes carbon, makes that, and then you are aware of it, and it says, how can we do this in systems? How can we have
Yeah.
that's science. They haven't figured out how water comes into trees yet.
Yeah.
There's still, if you want to tell me that, because there would be many things where the technology of the roots bringing up gallons of water against gravity into things. They haven't found that out yet. They say
Well,
they do.
this is why we never know anything, right?
Yeah,
If you look at the
exactly.
baobab, for example, we never know. Even if science says this, then there must still be doubt, because the whole point of science is to disprove, or
it's a business. It's a
yeah,
business.
and
It
it's
became a
become a
business.
business. But real pure science isn't.
Yeah.
It never was a business. It never is a business.
Yeah.
But we live in a
Yeah.
in a society where we cannot trust
Yeah.
systems. We cannot
Yeah.
trust medical systems. We cannot trust
Outdated, especially
systems.
outdated systems.
Yeah, but they're all out there.
They promote still the shot, even though on one side you have both. But it's good because you learn how to really balance. So you actually,
We
the
also
trust is
need,
really the
yeah,
positive of our conversation is it's okay. Not learn to use your senses, learn how to
yeah,
better resonate what is with what is, and
yeah.
then integrate it. And not say, oh, I must not. No, you don't. It just exists and you do something else. The
Yeah.
choice is,
And in the Wisdom Seekers, so this month we're talking about trust, but we also, I mean, it sounds all these woohoo stuff, right? These
yeah,
chakras and all these things. But the solar plexus is the one that we on working with this month, and it's just below like the belly button, just around.
yeah, I
And
know.
that's where your gut feeling is, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's where
yeah,
you can feel when something isn't right. When you walk into a room, or when you read something and you go, but hang on, these guys are doing this, and the good guys, but they're doing that. They're not the good guys.
yeah. I know.
This isn't the good
That's
thing. Yeah.
why we say there is no good, right, wrong, good, bad. There is something so human nature, which is
Mm.
existence, and something not. Also, Earth is a being. So it's the stuff to say, and they are all loving.
Mm.
Nature just people keep exploiting it. And when you stop, which we saw in the pandemic, when you stop, it regenerates right away. So
Yeah.
it knows about its power. But when it goes to a pivot point where it knows it can't go back, or it gets, in nature,
Yeah.
there's always like little micro movements and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then it gets stated. Then nature says flood, earthquake. We wipe that stuff off. Whatever.
Yeah.
And the stuff is like to say, I wanted to say something. I say to you, because the money in science, that's
Mm.
the money is so it's a representation of the human worth. It's not a representation to things. So if I say to you, let's get a grant for this little monkey frog, and we want to find out how he talks to the other monkey, because we think they're so cute when they couple, right? Nobody's interested. There's no money to be made. So
Yeah.
we cannot explore that. And there might be in the exploration something about the saliva that can actually heal cancer and all that.
Yeah.
And we would just say, these are cute monkey frogs, and we want to,
Yeah.
and that is so bad because it's not helping the existing humans,
Mm.
that they have worth.
Yeah.
It's helping the blood, the lifeblood of four systems, which is money.
Mhm.
And the pivot to money as God, it can do everything. I mean, the question on X you have to look at. They do questions for Elon. I said, do you think money can buy everything? I said, how would you even ask that question? That
So
is so obvious.
does he
You don't need
answer
to be
these questions?
aware. No,
Yeah.
the answer to this question is so obvious. Why would you no, it's not even a question. I'm sorry. Because you
Yeah.
should be so answered when you write a question. What could you buy? What it doesn't matter.
Mm.
You buy what you buy.
Mm.
It's not the thing is you are worth to create.
Yeah.
That's what's worthy. Not saying, if I would, the better question would be, how do you think, how much worth do you have as a human, one of one human being in this thing? How much should you an hour of you be? You know,
Yeah.
of you. Not
If
saying
you could measure it, if you needed to
if you
measure,
can, and you can't
but
measure
you
it
don't need to even,
because everybody is one. Everybody
Yes.
is one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what he contributes, if your perception, you contribute a lot. In my perceptions, I don't contribute a lot. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. This is only a perception anyway.
Yeah.
So, but everybody is one. You exist. That's it. The essence of existence is the worth. You
Yeah.
wouldn't exist from Trump to Hitler to everybody. You know,
Mm.
you wouldn't exist to. That's your worth, and you contribute or you don't contribute to systems, to society, to humans, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing though, because for me the world would be better without some of those names. But they also sparked something that made us grow, I suppose. Well, if only we learned though, if
We
we
need
stop
to. We
repeating
need to. We
these
need the
things.
positive and the negative. We
Yeah.
cannot see light when we can see dark, but we misunderstand dark. We
Mm.
think dark is non-existence. Doesn't it? You cannot not existence with
No, no. But you also can't um what's the English word? You can't hmm, a seed can't start growing in the light. It
Yeah,
needs the dark, right? Um,
yeah.
what's the word for a seed to start its thing? It's ontkiem in
Uh,
Afrikaans. I don't know.
what is that
Uh,
word?
Accelerate. No.
At something eight.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
find.
it's not, yeah, yeah. So I mean,
I can hear the sound
the
of the
little
words
plants,
in my
but
head, but I
there's
can't.
light in the. There's also light in the earth too. There's light. I mean, the
Yeah, yeah.
people. There were generations of people that were living under
Germinate.
in.
Sorry, I got it.
Yeah,
Germinate.
germinate. Yeah, but that there was generation that could live under things that we see
Yeah,
now
apparently
underwater.
so. Yeah,
The cities underwater. The
yeah.
old things
Underground
underwater.
tunnels.
So
It's
yeah,
we know nothing. We really know
absolutely.
nothing.
I keep saying this all the time. People say, why you think? And I know nothing
Yeah,
because it's ridiculous.
because all the truths that we have are what we think are truths, but they're only half bits or like tiny granules of information that we have. But
Yeah.
yeah, and
The
then
tr-
if people say this, it then becomes back to this conspiracy theorist kind of situation. Oh no, you're making it up, or oh no, there's no.
Everybody makes everything up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're one on one. You
yeah,
make up.
your
We can't
life.
do five people can look at an accident and cannot say the same story.
Yeah. Yeah,
What the
but
hell?
it's nice to share the story, though. It's nice to watch a
That
movie and,
that's
and then
that's where you
share the
develop
story.
trust. That's where you
Exactly.
develop it because I start knowing you. That film she liked, Michelle.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But if we start talking about why I liked it or why you
Yeah,
didn't like it,
I
then we
could
get to
change my
know each
mind,
other.
and I could change my mind.
Yes, but that doesn't matter. You don't have to like it.
Mm.
But it would be
But
interesting
I
for me.
could. What I
Yeah.
didn't like, I could.
Yeah, because you see it through
Because
my
I see it
lens.
as a binary absolute.
Yeah.
That's what system sells. Binary, good or bad, right or
Yeah.
wrong, Republican or Democrat, bullshit.
Yeah. But never human.
What about human? Nobody talks about human.
No.
In the wars, that's all about human? Nothing. It's business. Business to make by destroying human and infrastructure
Yeah.
and the habitat. Anyway, 61 we have now. It went from 59 to 61 wars.
Michael,
Beautiful.
I don't think we can actually even count them, to be honest. You know what I
But I
mean?
think it's good. But I
Yeah.
think that's good because the people get more and more aware. Like with the seatbelts, that's good. You use your seatbelts, and you didn't want it when it came. It
Yeah.
takes my
I
freedom.
still don't like it.
Today, okay, I don't. But I'm saying today you don't even think. You put your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
You're not thinking, even though you don't like.
Only because the
Uh,
car shouts at me. Not
no,
because I want it on.
yeah, and also what's interesting is uh, the the trust I feel is coming from an experience of the other human. Probably trust is the key word that we trust humans, the good and bad.
Mm,
Literally, we should, if you're really wise, it
mm.
doesn't matter if the worst thought comes to you, wants to kill your wife, or whatever, everything. That's the trust that he's not going to do it, or that he enlightens in the process or something. So they trust the process of living. I think
Yeah.
trust comes to that because in the microcosm of you and me, it's we see each other, we trust each other more and more. But and basically brings us back to the world is horrible, but I can call Michelle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
the world.
also because there's transparency, because you
Yeah,
know there was a phrase, I think he was a marketer actually, Bob Burr,
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. He had this phrase, know, like, and trust in marketing. So, you know, getting to know people, then you get to like them, then you see them
Yeah.
that they have ups and downs and real things, and there's no mask. The mask
Yeah.
grows thinner.
And they're responsible when they say, I can't come today,
Yeah,
Michelle, let's do it next week.
yeah,
Not start waiting for the last minutes, is I couldn't come.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or
That's not
just not
response.
showing up or
Not
whatever
showing
it
up, yeah,
is.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So it's basically not the short success, it's the long success. It's the long fulfillment. If I like my life,
Yeah, yeah,
actually,
exactly.
I wrote something down. I wrote something good. I should actually send it to you
Yeah.
about success. Yeah, about success. The essence of success that I feel.
Mm,
You should do what you want. It should
mm,
fulfill you, and
mm.
actually, it should. It's your decision. It's your one-on-one decision, not because your whole family said, "Come, mom, sell lemonade on the corner." No,
Yeah.
it's your stuff, and also that you can look at your life and says it was a successful life, even though you
Yeah.
never had success. It doesn't matter how much success you had in the system.
Mm,
If you feel, I have friends that I can really trust. I have experience,
yeah.
like the monkeying around for my daughter
Yeah.
and all this stuff. I could sense that was a human centric experience with monkeying around and stuff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was so obvious to me. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see you in it. I
Yeah.
could see your touch in
Yeah.
it. I could see hers. I
Mm,
can see experience. So that I'd never want to miss. I don't give a shit if somebody writes me a check for $1,000
yeah.
hearing that. That
Well,
is so much
mm,
that to be aware about others,
mm,
how much they fulfill my life just by being them. I wasn't invited to the party. I wasn't there, but you fulfill when you make a full thing. I get so much from you out. I just look at your posters, yeah,
yeah.
that you even with the I created, but I
Yeah.
see you now in it. At the beginning, I didn't. Now I
Mm,
see you in it. I see your writing. When I read your stuff, I said, "That's Michelle,"
mm.
which is wonderful because that you can actually express your essence in writing. So I look at the systemic writing, and I can feel you,
Yeah.
and I think that's awesome. I
Well,
hope everybody does
thank
that with
you.
me. That I hope the people can.
Yeah.
I can only hope that they
Yeah.
can read my writing. They can sense my writing because I don't write with AI. No, I
Yeah.
mean AI is only sorting for me, but
Mm.
I put it in together. You know.
Well, trust is magic, isn't it? It is.
Trust is a magic because we don't know yet what we haven't defined it verbally yet what trust is. There's some sense of metaphysical wisdom on trust. It has to be in the future. The good has to be better than the negative,
Mm,
and you have to believe it's got to be good.
yeah.
Because if I believe that, if I don't trust, if I don't like you, and even I trust you, I said, okay, I can take advantage of Michelle, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's still not trust because I don't believe it's
Yeah.
going to be a good outcome. You know?
And yet, trust is more than a negotiation. It
Yeah.
sits right here in your solar plexus, just above your
Yeah.
belly button.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
feel it there. If it's
Yeah.
not there or it's talking to you, then it comes back to self again. It comes back
Yeah.
to trusting yourself. and to read the signals that
Yeah.
you are giving, to
Yeah.
say, that Michael guy, I don't know,
Yeah. No, and you know
or
also,
whatever,
are you trusted? The first question of when you started trust, say, are you trustworthy? Do you
Yeah,
yourself feel that you're trustworthy?
yeah,
And if you're saying I cheat that one and this one
mm,
and make their shenanigans, it doesn't. Then you don't
doesn't
even
show,
need to look at the deeper trust understanding, because you do whatever you want. It's not trust. It's like just existence, just to
yeah,
exist. I just take, and not knowing that I'm part of you and you are part of me. See that when you're not aware that you are part of nature and that we are all a part of each other,
yeah,
then you don't need to play with trust. I'm sorry.
mm,
I'm saying it very hard. You don't need to play with trust. If you're not trustworthy, you don't feel you're trustworthy. And it's just a misunderstanding. You say, I'm very trustworthy, but, and that's another thing. There's a lot of rumors, like my friend, I watch the cars. And yesterday I was because I don't screw with nature and it's raining and I didn't want to, and I know he's very busy.
yeah,
And he says, you don't want to come. He never said that, but he said that yesterday.
yeah,
I said, no. And I told him right away, I always show up. It doesn't matter what.
yeah,
I showed up in my, homeless stage. I
yeah,
showed up.
yeah,
So I always should. And then he got it. And we actually did another work instead of the car. We did another work. We did a little bit the car, but it started raining again. And then there's no, and the stuff is, you perceive stuff, you perceive
mm,
your life.
mm,
And when you perceive it, it's not the same as you. So he perceived it differently. And I knew that he perceives whatever. I perceived that out. If you say something, somebody says something, what the hell? You know, last
yeah,
week, last week, all of a sudden, and there was a really bad energy. I felt that there was, and he stood up and said to me, you got to learn to shut up. And he left and he was really pissed, but he was already 4 hours there talking.
yeah, okay, yeah,
So he said that to me and I didn't feel at all offended. I said I was a co-creator of that action, but I say it's good that it comes out from him.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's all about unboxing
And
humanity.
I love this guy, by the way. I love this
Yeah,
artist, a wonderful artist. Yeah.
yeah, brilliant. Well, that's a brilliant way to stop, but to kind of end it this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's more trust. We're still going to unbox this more and more every week.
Exactly.
We did the
Yeah.
same last year, actually, on this topic, and
Yeah.
I'll actually go and have a look what we
It's
talked
never
about.
ending.
It's
It's never
completely
ending.
different. Yeah,
It's different because we as a whole changed. That's why you can't predict the future. It could be limitless new exploration of trust if you
yeah,
have it done a year ago, because
exactly.
we didn't then know
No,
where we're gonna go.
yeah,
We could make a crime podcast right now.
exactly.
Yeah. So
Exactly. Yes. So
that's
let's see where
beautiful.
we go
Limitless.
next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we also evolve, don't we? We also
Oh God.
learn to
Yeah.
trust the new versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
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 Thank
Very
you.
good.